welcome back. It's so good to see you. So, my kids' school is having a book fair. I remember when I was a kid, I loved the book fair. I think it was just the idea of shopping, because I wasn't really the biggest fan of books. Now I am. I love books so much. But every time the kids get one of these, it's just very nostalgic. So I thought that we could look at this one together. I think Scholastic just goes around to each school, I don't know what you call that. They travel from school to school and they sell books. I'm not sure if my kids are going to get any books because I buy them books all the time. It's like every week is a book fair for them, I'm telling you. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to look through these, see what kind of books the kids are reading nowadays, right? So this is a Scholastic book fair. I feel like last year their book fair was not Scholastic. I feel like it was somebody else, and I can't remember who it was. But anyway, yeah, so let's take a look. Now this is quite large, so we're going to have to look at it in sections. Okay, so we have the Babysitter's Club, and this is Claudia and the Bad Joke. Now, when I was a kid, Babysitter's Club was like chapter books, and they are still technically chapter books, but they have converted like all of their Babysitter Club stories into graphic novels, and my kids absolutely love them. So $12.99. Let's see, what do we have here? 100% unofficial Minecraft Villages Secret Builder's Guide. Ooh. And then we have I Survived. My daughter gets these sometimes from the library. The Sour Grape. Look at that guy. Does not look very happy. That looks like a cute. I bet if you go online, because there's like little play buttons here, I bet if you go online, it'll show you like a little preview of the book or something, because they make these things kind of animated sometimes. Okay, let's see. We have Running in Flip-Flops from the End of the World. They're running in flip-flops from the end of the world. When all the adults disappear, is it time to save the day or party? I don't know. You have to get the book to find out. $7.99. What is a single issue comic? Single issue comic. Wow. Sonic the Hedgehog. What's going to happen to Sonic? Oh my gosh, so there's this new show coming out at the end of April, and it's called Knuckles. It's on Paramount Plus. And it has the same characters from the Sonic movie. My son, he cannot wait. But I kind of feel like, do you have to watch the show to be able to watch the movie next year? Like, is it a continuation type thing? I don't know, because Sonic is in Knuckles, and it's just like the movie, so I don't know. Year in Sports 2024. If you care about sports, this would be interesting. I'm gonna pass on that. Cool cats. Oh, it includes a necklace, a little kitty necklace. Oh my goodness, you get it. So you get this book about cool cats, plus you get the necklace, and it's $10.99. I think that's a pretty good deal. Look at this monkey. He's shocked about the sneak peek about get psyched for the fair when you press play on our book trailers. Yes, they are book trailers. Wow. Grown-ups and kids Scan the QR code to watch together. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Okay, so this looks like this is the Grumpy Monkey. That looks like it would be a fun book to read. I would totally make this guy super grumpy. That is one thing that I miss about having little kids, is because you get to read all of these like fun books. They don't want to read this stuff now, you know? They want the graphic novels and the chapter books and stuff like that. But that does look like it would be a fun book to read, and it's $7.99. Let's see, we have Bluey. I don't know nothing about Bluey, okay? But my sister-in-law, our kids are the same ages, okay? And my sister-in-law, she was wearing a Bluey sweater on Thanksgiving, and I was like, do you like that show? And she's like, oh my god, I love Bluey. She watches it. I think it's on Disney Plus or something. She watches it by herself. She loves it, and I'm like, I don't know. So I might have to check it out. Have you seen Bluey? Is it worth it? Well, they have a Bluey book called The Pool for $4.99. I think that's a pretty good deal. Oh, you know what? It's in like weird little sections, so let's do it like this. There, because these are picture books. So we have How to Catch a Mermaid. We had that book. The How to Catch a Whatever books, they're all right. They're not my favorite. $5.99. That's a reasonable price. I donated all of my kids like books like this to the school so that they can have them in like the pre-K, kindergarten, first, second grade type of classes. And I had over, I think it was like 1,400 books. I had my husband help me take them to the school, and I was like, yeah, you wonder where all our money goes. It's right here in the books. So we donated them to the school, so lots of other kids get to enjoy them. But yeah, I kind of miss them. Okay, we have Unicorn, Dinosaur, and a Shark Walk into a Book. What? Is this like a joke book or something? That's funny. $7.99. We Are Here. It's too little for me to read, so I don't know what this book is about, but you can go online and watch the book trailer. Isn't that cool? They have book trailers now? Like, what? How Dinosaurs Went Extinct, a safety guide. Oh, I bet that would be hilarious. Sprout branches out. Interesting. What? Gator Bites. So it's a book about alligators, but look, it includes a gator tooth necklace. You can have an alligator tooth necklace. Oh my goodness. That's really cool. Let's see, there was an old lady who swallowed a worm. My kids always liked those books because I would like make them intense, and then I would read them really, really, really fast. There's no such thing as mermaids. I don't know. If you go onto YouTube, they've got footage of mermaids they've got to be 100% real because it's on YouTube, right? Oh my. And I see a mermaid right there. She's like, what do you mean? And what about Ariel? Ariel's a real mermaid. Let's see. Don't touch that flower. Don't touch the flower. It looks like a flower. Let's see. Is growing next to a little stump. Is this a squirrel? Look at his tail. It's all like scraggly. He needs to comb that. He is combing. I think squirrels are so cute, and my husband hates them. He's like, oh my god, they're just fluffy rats. I don't know. I think they're cute. Okay, let's look at this section. We have easy readers, chapter books, right? Oh no, chapter books keep Well, we'll just look at this and then we'll go. Okay, so we have easy readers. It says, Listen to My Trumpets. This is by Mo Willems. Mo Willems also does a thing with like this little bird, and I can't think of what they're called. Whatever. Those books are good. And then we have The World of Reading. My kids, they had tons of The World of Reading. They're really, really good books. It says Spidey and Amazing Friends, Surprise Party. Surprise Party, surprise. Oh, so I bet something happens at the surprise party that was like, whoa, this is supposed to happen. But don't worry, they will save the day because it's Spidey and his friends. $5.99. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good price. I have no idea what that says. What does that say? Gabby's Dollhouse? I don't know. Must be something for the new youngins. I don't know. It's on Netflix. I guess I could find out what it is. Treasure Hunt. Oh, look, this one includes a necklace too. Very cute. Very, very cute. Then we have some chapter books. There's more on this side, but we'll look at that in a minute. The Bad Guys. Oh, my kids love The Bad Guys. They love The Bad Guys. Let's see. Moonlight Riders. I guess it's about horses if you're into horses. We have Puppy Love. Right On. Find Your Voice. Tell Your Story. I guess these are like, well, they're locked, so it looks like they're diaries or something. Or you can write stories. Look at that one. It has a dragon on it. Very cool. This one's a fluffy little butterfly. This reminds me of Lisa Frank, you know. Okay, then we have the graphic novels. This is the section that my kids would be like, yes, please. Okay, this one is called Whatever After, the graphic novel. Fairest of All. Can Abby, Jonah, Snow White, and the dwarfs save the fairy tale before it's too late? Oh no! What has happened to the fairy tale? I don't know. Oh, this one, the girl's name is Emma. I might have to get it. Okay, No Such Thing as Perfect. Ugh. Excuse me, my daughter is perfect. Emma must learn how to be true to herself when the pressure to be just like her sister becomes too much. I think it's a good thing that Emma doesn't have a sister because there would be competition. She is so sassy and anyway, okay. And then we have Stitch, Best Friends Forever. I don't know who this is. This doesn't look like, what's her name, Lilo? Lilo and Stitch? Who is this? Who's this girl? And it looks almost anime-ish. So does this one. And then we have Amulet. I've seen this everywhere, but I've just never even picked it up. I don't know what it's about. Cat Kid Comic Club Influencers. My kids like that. I think this one is a new one, though, by Dave Pilkey. Pilkey? I think it's Pilkey. Okay. Here we go. This is the golden egg here, or whatever you call it. Dogman, the Scarlet Shredder. This comes out March 19th, 2024. It's not even out yet, so you can go to the book fair and order it, and then once it comes out, they'll give it to you. My son is obsessed with Dogman. He absolutely loves it. He has read he has every book in the series. He's read it over and over and over. This is like his The Office or Friends, I'm telling you. He loves Dogman. Loves it. And so he's been counting down, like this book was advertised to come out, like they announced it last year, so he's been waiting an entire year for this book. So yeah, I'm going to order it, but I'm not going to get it from the book fair because he'll pay money and then he won't get it. So I'm just going to be like, nah. we're not gonna get it, you know, I'm gonna crush his little boy feelings or whatever. He's gonna just be completely crushed. Uh, but because my daughter's birthday is on the 25th, and I always get my daughter gifts, and then I get one gift for David, and then on David's birthday I get him gifts, and then one gift for Emma. I don't know why. I've just done that since they were babies. So I think I'm gonna get that for his gift. So he'll probably fall to the floor. That's what he does when he's excited about something, or something is so good. Like he'll eat a new food, or he'll get a gift. And it's so amazing that he literally collapses to the floor and dies. That's how you know when something is just too good. It's too good to be true, and he has died. The greatest thing has ever happened, and there's no more reason to live. It's actually quite cute when he does it. And then we have Wings of Fire. I don't know if this is book 1 or what, or maybe it's a new Wings of Fire. My son likes Wings of Fire as well. Yeah, this continues on with the love puppies. Love puppies, what's that about? Okay, then we have Forever Fairies. You see, this is kind of babyish for my daughter now. Like, she likes chapter books, but this is too baby. Like, where are the older? Maybe it's on the back or something. But yeah, let's see. Great books, great prices. $3 each. What does that say? Dumble, Eyes That Something, and Winterkill. So these 3 books are $3 each. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. But it also says many more to choose from while supplies last. So those will probably go way fast. Game On. So these are books, I guess, about video games, which is a good way to get kids to read, you know. Let's see, we have Super Mario. This looks like a golden, are they called golden books? Because they've got the golden spine. I feel like it is. We have Ninjago Lego. My son loves Ninjago. Includes a minifigure. What? That's cool. Then we have Diary of a Roblox Pro. Mega Shark. My son likes this. He loves Roblox. Loves it. And I think he got a series of these books. Did I buy them? I don't know. He gets books all the time. And then we have Piggy. My goodness. This looks like something my daughter would enjoy. Pokemon. My kids were never really into Pokemon. My daughter, she asked for some Pokemon cards one Christmas when she was like, I don't know, 5. Because I guess all the kids at school were like, ooh, Pokemon. She never really cared about it. She was like, wow, Pokemon. And she ended up just building like card houses with them. Like she could care less about Pokemon. But I know some people are like super into it. I've never, I don't get it. And like my son would get these books at the library and I would read them. And I'm like, who cares? It just wasn't interesting to me. I don't know. Then we have Minecraft, The Wolf Diaries, Player Attack. Oh my goodness. My son would probably like that. It says, meet Winston, a Minecraft wolf on a mission. In this unofficial Minecraft chapter book series. Oh, it's a whole series. Interesting. And then we have 100% unofficial. I like how they put like 100% unofficial so they can't get in trouble. Deluxe builds. Minecraft. I guess it teaches you how you can build certain things. Oh my god, my daughter made a zoo in Minecraft. She worked on it for 3 weeks. It was a massive one. And it had everything. It had parking. walking. You could go in, you have to pay the guy, you get a ticket, you go in. She had gift shops, you can see the animals. There were aquariums, parrot sanctuaries. Like, it was amazing. She had a food court where you can get food. Like, I could not believe it. Like, she put some work into it, and it's like, for what? I mean, it's, I don't know. It was really, really cool, though. I liked it, and I was proud of her for that. And then we have Pokemon Ash Takes the Cake. One more thing about the Minecraft thing. There were different buildings and stuff, and to get to each building, there was a roller coaster ride. So, like, you leave the beginning part, and you want to go to, like, I don't know, some kind of, like, exotic animal sanctuary or something. So when you leave this building, you get into a cart, and then you go on a roller coaster ride, and then the roller coaster ends in the sanctuary. How freaking cool is that? Oh my god. That place would have been really cool to go to if it existed, like, in real life, Anyway, okay. Alright, so these look like it's the older kid section. It's, like, so cold. It's probably one of the last cold days, and my hands are, like, numb. Whew. Okay. So we have future faves. What does that mean? Future faves. Like, do these books not exist yet? Or maybe they just came out, and so they're like, these are going to be hot. I don't know. Find your porpoise. Look at the little doggy in there's a little seal there too. Huh. Okay, Zeus Water Rescue. What does that say? 12 to 22. Harper finds out what it's like to be 22 when she jumps in time with the help of a mysterious TikTok filter. What? Dude, I want to read that book. Okay, let's just pause for a second and imagine this, okay? You go to TikTok and there's some filter, and it says, like, how you aged like 10 years, because everybody's been doing that old and crispy thing or whatever, where you see what you're gonna look like when you're old, right? Or the time travel thing. Okay, so what would you do if you were like, oh, what am I gonna look like when I'm 10 years older or something like that, and you push the button, and then all of a sudden, bam, like, you're 10 years older, and, like, you're in the future. Like, what? And then how does she get back? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to read the book to find out. It's $8.99. That's a pretty good deal. My daughter would probably love that book. Just Gus. There's a lot of dog books. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you. Okay, so my husband, when he was growing up, his favorite book was I lost the name of it. What is it? It's called Hank the Cow Dog. Okay, it's basically like Dog Man is today. Every little boy loves Dog Man. Okay, so back then apparently it was Hank the Cow Dog. He loves it so much. He actually still has a book, Hank the Cow Dog, and my kids found out that it was his favorite book, so they both read it and they both loved it. So I just found out literally today that there is a Hank the Cow Dog podcast. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can listen to Hank the Cow Dog. And I was like, because I don't want to read the book. It's a chapter book, It's a kid chapter book. But I was like, I really don't want to get into it. But I was like, let me just click on this thing, because it is written, produced, and starring Matthew McConaughey. And I was like, gross, because I'm not a Matthew McConaughey fan. I'm not. He's a good actor, all that stuff, but I am not a fan. I'm not like, is going to be in it. Oh, I'm watching that movie. No, that's not me. So I was like, well, I mean, it's got to be good. It's got a good actor, a famous actor who wrote it, directed it, produced it, stars in it, right? So I click on it. This podcast has been going on since September. I click on it, and I just was going to listen to it for 5 minutes. 45 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to record a video. I was so totally sucked into this freaking podcast. It's like I'm watching a show in my head, but listening to it on my phone. Like, it's the coolest thing. And it's like, Hank the cow dog is just like this dog who lives on a farm, but he can talk, and he can talk to all the other animals and stuff. And it's not just him talking into a microphone like this where there's no background noise. There's background noise. You can hear farm sounds and walking in the grass sounds and stuff. It's so cool. And I was just like, what is going on? And because when something happens, he has to investigate things on the farm. And you would think that, oh my god, this is totally a kid show. But I was hooked. And then it was 45 minutes later, and I was just like, it got to this cliffhanger part. And I looked at my phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to record a video. What the hell? So I cannot wait for my husband to get home, because I'm going to be like, you're not going to believe it. We're all probably going to be listening to this podcast in the car wherever we go now, because it's like watching a show, but listening. I'm telling you, stuff is going backwards, because when radio, not podcasts or whatever, but when radio first came out, it wasn't really music. It was shows and soap opera type things and news stuff. It was podcasts. That's what it was. And there were some songs and stuff, but there were shows on. People would listen to them at night. It was their nightly show. They would listen to their show on the radio, or their stories or whatever. And it's we've gone back to that. That's what it's like now. I mean, if I'm being honest, if I'm in the car, I would much rather listen to that podcast than, songs over and over. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just so cool. So if you know what I'm talking about, Hank the Cow Dog, wherever you listen to podcasts, go check it out. It's actually really cool and entertaining. I loved it. Anyway, sorry, all these dogs just made me think about that. Okay, now we have the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, No Brainer. My kids love that. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, they love it. Okay, these are action reads. Oh, look at that. My daughter would love this. This looks creepy. Last Laugh, and it's a clown. She loves scary, creepy stuff. Right now she's reading the series, Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Yeah, so she's reading that, and she says it's quite good. Let's see. Last Kids on Earth. Deadlands Hunted. Oh my goodness. Warring Dinosaur Kingdoms. Oh, I bet my son would like that. Alright, we have Just Keep Walking. I wonder if this is some scary... Let's see, it says hiking the trail was supposed to be a family vacation, but now Jo will have to face her fears and learn to survive on her own. Oh my goodness, that actually sounds good. We have The Uprising. Oh my gosh, let's see. A young Polish girl risks everything fighting to free Warsaw from Nazi rule. I would love that book. I would love that book. Heroes. Two friends are trapped in the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Oh my gosh, that sounds really good too. The Liars Society. Dangerous family secrets and a high-stakes mystery to solve. That sounds cool. And Awake. What is going on here? She's got fire on her hair. She's screaming. What's going on? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can set up stuff for the school so that the money is just there, so all the kid has to do is go in. Like, imagine this, like, just going into a library, or not a library, but like going into like Barnes and Noble or something, walking up, grabbing a book, and walking out, not having to pay anything because the money is just there and it's taken care of. Like, how crazy is that? Then we have posters that are $5 each. They've got race cars, little kitties. Oh my god, it says besties. And there's tea. It's the boba tea or whatever. Oh, cute. Cute. I wonder what other posters they have there. Very interesting. Isn't this cute? Like, I want to go to a book fair. It's basically Barnes and Noble. But I could literally spend an entire day at Barnes and Noble. An entire day. Probably an entire week, if I'm being honest. I just love books so much. I love them so much. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.